Hello, what is the story of Elijah and the widow of Zarephath? First Kings 17 introduces the prophet Elijah and gives the account of his dealings with a widow from Zarephath. The chapter notes that the Lord was withholding rain from Israel. The drought was a judgment of the nation's rampant idolatry, led by the royal couple Ahab and Jezebel. The Lord commanded Elijah to go to Zarephath, a town outside of Israel, where a widow will provide food for him. He obeyed, finding a woman gathering sticks. He said to her, "Bring me a little water in a vessel that I may drink, and bring me a morsel of bread in your hand." The widow, however, was in great need herself. She responded, "As the Lord your God lives, I have nothing baked, only a handful of flour in a jar and a little oil in a jug. And now I am gathering a couple of sticks that I may go in and prepare it for myself and for my son, that we may eat and die." She expected the meal she was about to fix to be the last for her family. She had no other prospect than to die of starvation. Elijah's answer was surely a test of her faith. He told her that she was to make some food for him anyway, using the last of her ingredients for him. He added a promise, "For thus says the Lord, the God of Israel, the jar of flour shall not be spent, and the jug of oil shall not be empty, until the day that the Lord sends rain upon the earth." The widow's faith was evident in her obedience, and God was faithful to her promise. She and he and her household ate for many days. The jar of flour was not spent, neither did the jug of oil become empty, according to the word of the Lord that he spoke by Elijah. The widow's food supply was supernaturally extended as promised. Elijah stayed there for some time, living in an upper room of the widow's house. The woman's son later died of an illness, and in her anger and grief, she blamed Elijah for his death. She assumed God was judging her for her sin. But Elijah cried out to God, "Lord my God, let the boy's life return to him." And the child was restored to life. When the woman saw this, she said, "Now I know that you are a man of God, and that the word of the Lord from your mouth is the truth." This account is also mentioned in the New Testament. Early in his ministry, Jesus was speaking in the synagogue of his town, Nazareth. He said, "In truth, I tell you, there were many widows in Israel in the days of Elijah, when the heavens were shut up 3 years and 6 months, and a great famine came over all the land, and Elijah was sent to none of them, but only to Zarephath in the land of Sidon, to a woman who was a widow." Jesus' point was that no prophet is accepted in his hometown. Just as Elijah found more faith outside of Israel than within it, Jesus found little faith in his boyhood home. As if to prove his point, the people of Nazareth grew enraged and attempted to throw Jesus off a cliff. The account of Elijah and the widow of Zarephath offers many insights. First, God often uses unlikely people and sources to accomplish his purpose. Second, God's mercy extends to all people, both Jews and Gentiles, and the Sidonian widow was blessed for her faith. Third, God requires faith. The widow's miracle only came after she prepared a meal for Elijah on her part. Thank you.